Alrighty, guys. So, as was expected, Amber's consistent recording schedule clearly went out the window. And by this title, so did her eating healthy. But we all knew this was going to happen, didn't we? We all knew that the girl was eventually going to come on, eating fast food, making up more bullshit lies, and of course, here we are. She posted this about an hour ago, and it already has about half of the views it'll probably get ever. I ate McDonald's and my dietitian emails, parentheses, proof and receipts. So I think this is going to be a really entertaining one because you know our girl, she can't help but lie to us. So let's see what our girl has to say today, shall we? Welcome to another episode of The Ankle, guys. Like and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So, normally,
Hair still as greasy and messy as before, so girl has not showered in 3 or 4 days now. That's real cute. Real cute. I can only imagine how that fucking house smells. Candles mixed with her nasty BO.
I'd be coming at you with like, hey, day 10 and no takeout. But I can't.
Yeah, because you can't even go one fucking week, bitch. And the reason, she said in her other video, like, oh, I miscounted. I'm not on day 5, guys. I'm actually on day 9. No, she wasn't. She just wanted to make it seem like she could actually go a fucking week without getting some fast food, and the bitch couldn't.
Not today. No, I can't. I underate yesterday, hardcore, and my body.
Yeah, I highly doubt that. She's going to make up for it today, though. You better fucking believe.
And my mind felt it. And when I undereat, I don't know what happens, but I don't know how to say no. And I tried for hours. I kept telling myself, don't do it, don't do it. Just make something at home. But then it was like so late and my fast had already been going for a few hours and all this mess, I ended up ordering takeout. I did. I ordered McDonald's. I did.
Girl, you could make something that tastes way better and is way more fulfilling than anything McDonald's has. Okay? And I mean, I used to eat McDonald's almost every single day. Let's be real. It's hard when you don't have, like, the money or the time to go and shop at a grocery market or, getting Whole Foods and whatnot. Not like the store Whole Foods, but you know what I mean. Um, like, that shit's really expensive. I mean, and now even I spend probably like $200 every couple of weeks just on groceries, which like really isn't that bad. I mostly just get vegetables that I can turn into things and then like a few proteins. That's really all you need. But I mean, Amber doesn't know how to shop. She's just gonna go there and get fucking Cheez-Its and pre-made everything.
I obviously I regret it. I feel a little bit of guilt.
The look in your eyes says otherwise. You look pretty fulfilled with yourself.
But I also know this is a lifestyle change. I never gave myself like an exact, number of how long I want to go without takeout. Nothing.
Girl, this would be fine and dandy if you were 25 or so, still young. But you're in your 30s. I mean, that's still young, but you're in your 30s, so you're starting to reach that, like, real climb towards, like, real true adulthood. And you are just so regressed, so ass backwards on everything. Thank God this is a shorter video, though, today.
So I didn't fail anything. There was nothing.
I didn't fail because I wasn't on a diet. I'm not trying. So how can you fail if you don't try?
Fail. But I definitely did want to come on here and be like, yay, day 10. But it's the first day where I ate during my fasting. I had takeout, but I didn't get a soda. So I'm still on day 10, no soda. It happened.
I didn't get a soda. My fat ass didn't get a large Diet Coke. Girl, it doesn't matter, okay? It Does not matter. You might as well have just gotten a fucking milkshake at that point.
And I woke up and I was like, damn, I feel it in my body. I gained some weight.
Yeah, she probably also had to take a massive shit, too. Amber definitely gives the vibe of someone that eats right before bed, which is me, too. I eat right before bed all the fucking time. And my stomach is wrecked in the morning. But can you just imagine her? Like, the sounds that must come from that fucking bathroom.
You know, like when you wake up and you feel a little swollen after a day of eating something maybe you shouldn't have, maybe.
How do you differentiate that from every other day you wake up swollen as fuck? She can just tell, guys, she's gained some weight on top of the 500 something other pounds.
Sodium or whatever. I did. I gained a pound, and I said,
I gained a pound. I've also been considering maybe doing some reactions to HRH collection because she is, I mean, she's problematic for sure, in her own way, but she's smarter than Amber and she's fucking hilarious. I definitely want to like use some of her clips for when Amber's just like spouting off her bullshit of her just yelling like, "You're fat, you're fat."
but like I said, lifestyle change. This isn't a failure. This is a day.
Yes, it is, girl. Yes, it is. Okay, any pound on is a fucking failure when you're I mean, you are way over the halfway point to 600 pounds. You know, we are on the cusp of you being a fucking TLC like advertisement.
It's gonna happen again in the future. It's gonna happen again.
It's just her letting us know that it's gonna happen again, probably today, guys. She's probably gonna fucking overeat again because she feels like shit. So now nothing is worth it, and she's just gonna degrade herself by shoving horrible food into her fucking gullet.
I have to learn how to wake up and continue towards success instead of wake up and repeat the same situation that I did the night before. Like, normally.
And is that what she's about to do? Like, because the thumbnail is her holding a bag of McDonald's. So unless she filmed it the night before, she did just this. Got McDonald's 2 days in a row.
Wake up and want takeout again instantly. But today I woke up and I said, okay, last night happened. Now let's continue with the day. Let's continue with my fasting. Act like nothing happened. Move forward and have food.
That's what you do with everything. Your controversies, everything. You still haven't addressed the horrible fucking things that you said about Destiny's family or Destiny herself in that live stream. And you're using health and your usual train wreck bullshit to try and diverge us from that. But I think people should be locking down just as hard or asking why you're such a hypocrite when it comes to drug abuse.
With these videos, I just want to be kind of like transparent and talk more about my.
And if you guys haven't, go check out the video that I did on that because I don't know, I think it's very telling that like she cries and cries for her own family, but then Destiny's family is just like trash because they have an addiction.
In depth and stuff like that. So, yeah.
When at least Destiny's family held on to all their kids, they didn't get taken away by the state. Amber's parents couldn't fucking say that.
It happened, and now I'm just gonna move forward. So this was my trash. Well, our trash.
Do we think it was, or do we think she went and ordered it again?
Last night. Also some Lego trash.
Someone zoom in and try to clear up like the receipt or something if she shows it. Try to get the date.
In here, but I ended up getting a McFlurry. I haven't had one in so long.
Okay, see, she was like, I didn't have a soda. I had a McFlurry though. Like you, Insert the HRH collection.
You're fat!
I had a fry and some cheeseburgers. 2 cheeseburgers. So, I don't know. Transparency. So we're going to throw away the trash.
Transparency. Girl, please. Girl, please. Your channel is about as transparent as you. Okay? You're a whole ass boulder.
So let's do that. Let's do that. I don't think we have a trash bag in the trash right now. So I'm gonna have to get another trash bag out. You know, I feel better not eating takeout for sure. It's a learning.
Did you see how that looked to be strenuous for her? Jesus Christ.
Party's over, bitch. Like, you're a fat pig.
And she's trying to convince us that she's doing fucking better. And that she can walk around Dollar Tree for an hour and not get tired.
You bloated ass lying pig.
Girl, you just got tired shaking out a fucking bag.
Experience. You know? That's okay. Now it's in the trash. And I'm able to move on.
You see how she has to, like, stop and goes quiet a lot in between the things she says? It's because she's catching her breath. The bitch is winded.
Let me put this trash in the actual trash can. Guess what I did? I finished my Starry Night. Oh my god. She's a stunner. Just beautiful. I want to show you guys.
She didn't put the little Van Gogh dude on the little stick on the very, like, left-hand side of it. There's a little Van Gogh dude that goes on and he has his little easel and he's painting.
We're up close. So I'm going to turn on this here light. Look at, oh my god.
I also saw online they sell, like, lighting packs so you can actually, like, make it light up, which is pretty dope. I'm not tech savvy enough to do that, though.
There's, like, major 3D effect here. This is, like, one of my most favorite Legos I've ever done. Like, visually, stunning. Now I have to figure out where I want to put it.
But she still has the little stand thing where him and his easel go. I mean, maybe that's an extra piece you have to buy, but, like, why have the little stick pointing out that he goes on if you're not going to have the little Van Gogh guy? Can't have Starry Night without Van Gogh.
Hello, hello.
Or Van Gogh. Whatever, however you want to pronounce it. I went to art school, and, like, every other professor pronounced his name a different fucking way. Every artist, that's how it was, except for, like, the American ones. And I mean, you know, it more so just comes down to, like, say it however the fuck you feel.
I'm actually sitting at my desk. I have not sat here in forever because I've been standing at it instead. But I'm trying to organize because I have this little...
Yeah, she's definitely sitting. Did she say that? Did she say she was sitting?
Sat here in forever because I've been standing at it.
Yeah, that's not true either, girl. We can tell when you are sitting.
Instead.
I mean, you're a short bitch, but you're still, like, even shorter when you're squat down, hunched over on your stomach.
But I'm trying to organize because I have this little, what do you call it? Like a cabinet, a drawer area.
Oh,
I'm trying to
so
organize some of that.
stupid.
But I figured I would come on here because I am just getting so...
With all of the shit that I smoke, I should not be smarter than her. Let's be so real right now. I mean, I know I went to college and Amber only did, like, a semester of community college, but, like, girl, not many connections being made up in that brain, huh? Not too many things firing off up there.
Many people, like, having conspiracies around every last thing that I say, regardless of, like, what it is. And it just gets heavy. It gets heavy, it gets frustrating.
This whole segment is going to be I care too much about what people on the internet think of me.
But I think with something as serious as my weight loss surgery, I definitely want to show receipts. I'm actually going to be showing the emails between me and my dietitian. This is something that is
Did you have wifey make a fake email?
like can't be faked. I could completely
It could.
get sued for faking something like this.
I highly fucking doubt it, because you're not going to say the name of the clinic, you're not going to say the name of the doctor, which, like, good, you shouldn't. But, like, girl, it's not going to really do anything, because, you could show us literal video of you getting, like, cut open on the fucking surgery table, and we're not going to believe you. Like, we would be like, she got a body double. That's actually a blue whale that they brought in and put on the surgery table. All that blubber. I know it looks like Amber's, but it's not. Like, girl, there's always going to be that shit. Always. Even with logical stuff in our world today, like the shape of the earth and the moon landing, there are delirious ass people that don't believe that shit happened. Or believe that we're on a fucking disc hurtling through space. I mean, I know a ball hurtling through space doesn't sound much more realistic, but the truth of the matter, it is.
Weight Loss Clinic knows about my YouTube channel. They have seen my videos. They have literally seen my videos.
Well, I hope so, because that's a major part and a major explanation as to why, like, you are the way that you are. I mean, I can only imagine how confused your doctors would be if they were, like, asking you questions and you were responding in a vague way, talking about your YouTube following. And they're like, well, who are these people? Who are these people? And you're like, they're my YouTube followers. Do you know how fucking stupid and pathetic you sound?
They know about me. There is actually a couple people who literally work there or have worked there who know about me. So me talking about my weight loss journey.
Imagine working in a weight loss facility and then, like, one day the biggest train wreck you ever saw in your life online just comes waddling in, all out of breath, like, I need the surgery. Like, I would probably have to just leave the room and, like, walk down the hall to bust out laughing. I don't know how people can have sympathy for someone like this.
And everything around it from the very beginning.
You know who she really reminds me of? I'm not going to remember his name properly, but do you remember that really, really big dude on My 600-Pound Life that Dr. No, like, had to turn away because he was just shopping for painkillers? Seems like Steven Ansari or something like that. I mean, he's like a toothless motherfucker now, real creepy looking, and I'm surprised he's even still alive. Um, he never lost any of the weight and is still just doing the same bullshit he was before. Trying to get, like, pain medicine any way that he can. And that's definitely the vibe Amber gives. Like, she's just going in there for some little bit of validation to make her feel okay for how she lives her life. And then, once she gets that validation and she dips out before the real work has to begin.
And everything has been completely true. You guys know that I change my mind fast. I am in and out of diets quicker than most people are in and out of their underwear. Let's be real. The fact that
I mean, that's gross, but it's also true. She has started and quit diets within, like, 12 hours of each other before.
wanted weight loss surgery for 6 months when there wasn't even a moment where I didn't want it is actually a big victory, in my opinion.
It's a victory, even though she failed. This girl will do anything to give herself some fucking ass pats.
And very new for me because I do change things. I fixate on things. I change my mind really fast. It's just who I am as a person. It happens with everything in my life. And the fact that I wanted,
And so you can cognitively recognize that but still not do anything about it, still not actively try to work against that routine of thinking. Okay, girl, you wonder why we don't have sympathy for you. Because there's this literal disconnect in your thinking that doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's either you're purposely trying to avoid it because you're a lazy bitch that is perfectly content in her life as it is now, or your ego just can't take it. It can't fathom to process that you're the very problem.
weight loss surgery so bad that I paid for out of pocket for a lot of the tests.
And now you're broke as fuck because of it.
Yes, because my insurance didn't cover it. Therapy out of pocket. I have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars trying to get weight loss surgery because it's truly what I wanted.
Well, you've spent even more on candles and journals and bullshit things that you don't need, so what's the point? I mean, what's the difference, really? You can spend all that money on shit that doesn't really benefit you, but not, like, invest in something that would literally save your life. Sorry, guys, I don't know why I got so burpy all of a sudden.
And the minute I realized I'm not ready, this isn't something I want right now, I knew, because this isn't just, oh, I'm not ready to start another day on Jenny Craig. No, this is like, I'm not ready to go under anesthesia and have a large chunk of my stomach taken out. I'm not ready for that.
I didn't think that was the one that they were looking at anyways. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. They were looking at a different surgery that's not as, like, invasive. But, Amber had her whole fucking uterus ripped out of her, but can't fathom going under a knife to lose this honking fucking body.
And the minute I knew that, I kind of got scared. I'm not gonna lie. And I pulled away a little bit, and I still wanted to complete my therapy because that's important to me. Like, I'm still seeing the same therapist. I'm not gonna stop seeing.
That's important to me. Okay, girl. Okay. I'll be looking for a therapy update video then in, like, the next one or two vids. Like, you better give us an update then of how it's still going. Because if the last video is the last time we ever hear about this therapist, and then all of a sudden you hop on and are like, guys, I got a new therapist, he's so much better than all the other ones. Like, I roll.
Thoroughly love. Like, I need therapy. But when I realized I wasn't
At least you can recognize that.
ready, I knew I needed to vocalize that.
The thing is, though, I think therapy is also counterproductive depending on the individual. Because, and this obviously isn't all therapists, this isn't all people that go to therapy, but I think therapy in general is for really insecure people that need to feel validated, or they just don't get the validation that they might deserve in their real lives. And, like, I understand that aspect of it. What I don't understand is narcissistic, gross people like Amber Lynn, ignorant people like Amber Lynn that go in there and just look for validations for how they feel. Because, like, when have we ever heard her therapist or her talk about a time her therapist didn't agree with her, or, like, tried to question her into thinking about something a different way instead of just being like, you're valid for how you feel? I feel like that's what, like, 80% of therapy is nowadays, is them just telling you that you're valid for how you feel. You're valid for how you feel. You're valid for thinking that way. When, like, in truth, I don't think that's always correct. And in Amber's case, it definitely isn't always correct. So, like, the fact that she comes on here and is like, I'm validated all the time by this person that I pay to give me ass pats. It's like, what the hell? I don't want to talk shit on therapy, but like I really don't believe in it for a lot of people. For some people, yes, I think it is helpful. For Amber Lynn, no.
To my weight loss team, and me and my dietitian, we correspond a lot through email, so I felt safe. I felt safe enough to tell her. So she's the person I chose to tell. So I'm gonna show you the email I sent her, and then I'm gonna show you the email she replied back with.
I wanted to touch base about my progress towards weight loss surgery. Recently, I've been feeling disassociated with the whole process and no longer have positive emotions towards taking next steps. This may be a temporary mind frame, but I want to give weight loss one last shot on my own. I want to continue using the tools you've all provided up until this point on my journey, and will even be continuing with therapy. With that being said, I'd like to cancel my appointment this Thursday. I don't want to completely terminate my relationship with you all, as there is still a possibility in the future of continuing to move forward with this process. But I would genuinely appreciate the time to try to make this work on my own. I thank you so much for the time and support you've given, and absolutely look forward to providing some positive updates in the future. Don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions or concerns about my decision. That sounds so cunty. Like, why is she trying to sound so, like, professional about it? It makes her sound a little cunty. Um, but I mean, yeah, it's so like matter of factly that I can understand why her dietitian or whoever would be like, "Did we do something wrong?" Like, hello, Amber. Thank. Hello, Amber. Thank you for your email. I'm so sorry to hear that you no longer have positive emotions surrounding next steps for surgery. I hope that this is not the result of failure on the part of the staff here. If it is, please know that we only have the best intentions for you and we want to support you in every way that we can. If you do have a complaint, I am happy to connect you with our director to voice them and address any issues present. Blah blah blah. We welcome any feedback on improving the program as well. Yeah, because you just dropped out of fucking nowhere. You know, you didn't give any explanation that, like, it was your brain, or that this is part of your mental illness that you just give up all the fucking time. And you always question yourself and double guess yourself. It's like, no wonder. You're so insecure that even your actions are like driven by your insecurities. It's like, that's really fucking sad and really kind of pathetic. And I don't think your dietitian or whoever wanted to be like, wow, this pathetic bitch. And so they assumed that something must have went wrong. Not all, because it was all of a sudden. She probably sent an email right before this that was like, I am so excited for weight loss surgery, guys. I just cannot wait. I'm so happy. I mean, she said before this she had talked to this person and they were like, we are so proud of you. And look, right here at the bottom, that being said, I am still so proud of you. You have come a very long way. No, she hasn't. She's gained weight. The fuck? And she still is ignorant and dumb to her own decisions as before, clearly.
So there was more emails that went back and forth between me and her after that, but those are just like the two main ones that began the conversation of me not wanting to do weight loss surgery anymore. So many people still believe that either A, I was denied, which I wasn't, or B, that the weight loss surgery storyline was falsified, that it wasn't even real. And that's not true. Getting weight loss surgery isn't trying to choose what nail color you want on your pinky toe. Getting weight loss surgery is a major decision. And
you change your mind though as quickly as you would for painting your toes. Like, so what's the difference, girl? What's the difference? You can say, oh, I want my toes pink, but then like 10 minutes later you'll probably be like, oh no, red. Like, it translates through everything. This floppy, backboneless way of living translates through everything that you do. If you think it's just about your weight loss, that's complete bullshit.
I can tell you that if you have doubts at all, don't get the surgery. Don't get the surgery because you're going to fail. And the fact that I was having so many doubts, I did everything that they told me to do. And that was one of the things. And the fact that I was having so many doubts and I was so disconnected and I just did not want it anymore, I know that I'm not ready. I had to say something. And
I mean, girl, there was no way they were gonna fucking approve you anyways. I think they got too supportive and that scared Amber a bit. Because then she was like, shit, I'm actually gonna have to go through with this. I'm actually gonna have to do all this. Instead of, shit, they didn't just give it to me right off the bat. So now I gotta put in a bit of work. And then realizing how much work it's really going to be. Like, I mean, I hope she still sticks to therapy, but she already canceled one appointment, and I've seen this play out so many times, not just with her, but people in my personal life. You cancel one and you start to cancel all the others. It's just how it fucking is.
Shared a good chunk of this weight loss surgery journey with you guys, and it's just so insulting just for people to take all that vulnerability and just like throw it in the trash.
So insulting. So insulting. So don't be vulnerable on a public fucking platform then, dipshit. The hell?
It goes with a lot of things that I share. And it's just discouraging. It's so discouraging and it makes me want to put up.
Oh, so it's our fault. It's our fault, guys. Of course, it's our fault that she failed, as always.
Wall again, and I've been trying to.
It's complete strangers on YouTube's fault that she failed something in her personal life. Bitch, please, get the fuck over yourself.
Share more of myself with you guys, and even today with the whole McDonald's thing, that's not something I want to share.
Yep, and we're gonna drag you for it. So get ready, girl. Buckle up. It's only gonna get worse, because you're only getting worse. If you want us to get better, then you better start putting in the fucking work.
It's not something I want to share at all. And I don't know, it's just like really frustrating. I don't know. I just had to show you guys that it was like something on my mind, and I didn't know how else to respond to those things. So this is the best way I know.
To be honest, you don't have to, girl. You don't need to feel pressured to respond to anyone on this platform, but you do. So that's why the train wreck continues, because you're still feeding into that negative energy.
Is just speak up and show you guys the emails.
Thanks for watching. That was a whole bunch of bullshit in a 10-minute video. A whole bunch of bullshit. Jesus Christ. Amber, you're just running in circles. The cycle has begun again. And, we're probably almost on to phase 2 at this point. Because her motivation to be a good, dainty, healthy girl has ended. And she's just binging on McDonald's. So, I mean, we'll see, I guess. Do you think she stays up like late at night eating McDonald's next to Feline while she tries to sleep? Just the aroma of fucking ketchup, onions, and french fries like wafting in, filling the room while she's trying to sleep. Hearing her fucking beast of a girlfriend smacking her lips and, this is so good, right next to her. Or Feline probably wakes up to join her in a little bit of, sexy time when her feeder girlfriend is sitting there stuffing her face. Because, I mean, obviously Feline is fucking into it. Obviously. As, shitty as it is to say, unless you're as big as Amber, I don't see it possible that your attraction to her is anything but a fetish. Because who would want to be with someone like this? Let's be real. Who would want to be with someone like this? Who? It's a miserable fucking life. It's miserable for anyone in that person's life because you're just a constant fucking helper to their immobile ass. Like, you cannot tell me that their relationship is genuine, and you can say that's fat phobic all you want. And, like, yes, I agree, Amber does deserve love at any point in her life. But when it comes to physical intimacy, there's no way, absolutely no way, that Feline does not see her as a fetish. And the money just helps, you know? She gets her fetish kicks, and she gets her money as well. So, Amber, I think you're being played for a fool here by this bitch Feline, but you'll never admit that. She would never admit that. But whatever, you know, it's your life, girl. Live it the best you can, because, you know, you maybe got like 3 years left at max. If you keep down this path, like, you gotta seriously start dropping those pounds if you want to see a bright future. Plus, like, Tammy Slayton has lost more weight than you ever probably will, and she now weighs less than you. The one person that you could always rag on for being bigger than you is now smaller than you. The 1,000-pound sisters collectively now probably don't weigh 1,000 pounds anymore. Who knows? They might even collectively weigh less than you do. 2 people could possibly weigh less than Amber does. Alright? So let's just allow that to sink in. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get this edited for you, get it sent out, you know. Our girl posted this like an hour ago, so I'll try to get it up within the next hour. But once again, hope you're having a great 4th of July weekend, being safe, having fun. I'm down in the Philly area, and last night on my drive home from work, like, there was just so many fireworks going off. It was such a great vibe. But yeah, I hope the great vibes continue and you all have a great weekend. And I will see you guys in the next video. Catch you later.